If seeing is believing, you have to see this. This new AI tool can elevate your faceless YouTube channel, your faceless TikTok, your faceless Twitter, your faceless social media account into the higher realms of social media. It is something that I think I have been missing out on, and it's something I'm definitely going to be using on my channel. Not here on Note to no, I maybe even use it on here. Note to Self, a show where we typically use AI tools in order to assist us in creating cash flow via passive income. I am your host, Sean Poindexter. And as I stated, I think seeing this will allow you to believe this. What am I talking about? I'm talking about this new AI tool that uses your face in order to project your emotions onto the character of your choosing. Let's explore this new development in AI technology and think about the implications uh, that this AI really think about the implications of using this AI. Of course, I was exposed to this concept via a Instagram video, which I can't show you right now because I didn't download it. And the Instagram my account is not necessarily connected to Note to Self just yet, so sorry. However, we can simply I like to make sure that you guys do a little bit of the work, that you guys actually get yourselves out there and get your things working. And the only way to really ever do that is to do the research, to take the time to do a little bit of typing or speaking into a search bar using your phone or your computer and actually look up these concepts, because one video, yes, watching one video is the most important thing. Just utilizing one video is the most important thing, because too many videos will slow you down because you'll just end up consuming instead of creating. But at the same time, these other videos definitely show what's possible. So let's look up this concept right now and see how many videos have been created on the topic, including this video. As you can see, it says this free image to video AI can control expressions and emotions. It's called Live Portrait. So we're going to just look up the first video instead of looking at all the other videos. And then we are going to, like I said, discuss just exactly how you can utilize this to elevate a supposedly faceless YouTube channel. This is Planet AI right here with
Get real world experience for
100,000
the world of music.
100,000 oh no, excuse me, 100,000 views plus in 2 months, but 47,000 subscribers, and this will make us their subscriber as well. I do like to continuously know all of the AI tools that exist in the hopes of course, increasing our cash flow and expediting the speed at which that money can be increased, right? So we see here, I don't want to steal their entire video, but you can look at this. You can look at that. Look, oh my goodness, these facial expressions that the young lady is making are being reflected onto an AI portrait or AI picture. And what's the cool thing about this is I think that this is a video, right? But I think this the facial expressions being generated, I think that they are just a picture, and then it is um through the engine that the corresponding video that blends the two is connected. We're going to see about that because here it says live portrait using Google Colab. Now, what I found when I did my research, I saw the hugging face space. So if we go to the hugging face space live portrait, this is the same one that I went to, and I haven't played with it yet, but we can hold on, let me pause that video. We can see here that you would input your picture saying all the things that you wanted to say, okay? And then the video, no, 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 correction. You would put the picture in here. This says it's an image. So this image, this image, this image, any of these images, import the video that, or upload the video that you want to be reflected here in a 1-to-1 aspect ratio. And then what will be generated will be an animated video here, and I'm not sure how long it can be. So you might have to do it in small, bite-sized chunks. But in theory, um, it would be nice if the video can at least be uh, maybe a minute long or more, at least, right? So let me see. Let's see. We're going to go back to the imaging, and I'm actually going to put some sound on for you guys, but let me tone it down first as not to blow up your eardrums.
The facial expressions and the facial movement on that image, and how it add the expressions and the movements, it looks so real that nobody can even differentiate. And this thing has a huge implication in the AI filmmaking. So if you're wondering this is free or a paid tool, so good news for that, this is totally free and open source. That means you can even install this on your local computer. But I'm gonna show you a free online method, so stay tuned for that. So this AI tool is
So that's what we're going to want to do in the future. One, it is very important that you install this into your computer. Because when it comes to a lot of AI tools, when it comes to tools in general, there always comes a moment when it is no longer going to be free. I once upon a time was using an application in order to develop a video game. It was known as BuildBox, which I still to this day believe to be the number one codeless solution for developing video games fast. Though the video game I was working on was probably too ambitious, and thus I did not complete it. However, there was a point in time where they had everything free. Everything was easily accessible. Every aspect of the game engine was free. But I took this freedom for granted, and I did not utilize that time properly in order to finish the game with all of the components. A little while later, I logged back into the account only to find that those parts that I was using, the things that I was implementing, were no longer free, and this really took a hurt to my soul. Also, I didn't take the necessary precautions that most techies know, which is if once something is free, once something is working properly, you need to back up that file. You need to also block that file, or block that program from getting internet access so it doesn't update. You want to use that old version forever. Um, but still to this day, it is always it won't ever be that free again. Their business model has improved somewhat slightly. You can purchase a account for $50 a year, so that's pretty good. But other than that, it's still a hurt to my soul. But again, these AI tools can't stay free forever. These AI tools always have limitations. So whenever you hear that you can somehow get it natively onto the hardware that you're using, do your best to get it that way. Currently, at least one of the AI tools I currently have is known as Applio, which once again is natively on my computers, both this one and another one. Although I think I'm going to remove it from this one because I need space on this computer. But let's really get into the rest of the video.
is called the live portrait, efficient portrait animation with stitching and retargeting controls. And this one is also created by the Show company, the company who created the Kling AI. And Kling AI is just out of this world. Well, all of the information is available on this page, but something wrong is going on with their websites. But this is the GitHub page where you can find all of the information.
Now, when I hear a video talking about something that could be of importance, I go look it up. Right now, we have it says replicate in the description. I already taken you to the Face, and also they have a collab version of it as well. But he said something about Kling AI. So real briefly on this tangent, let's go to what that is. Kling AI, see just exactly what that is. Because I'm curious right now and I like to be genuine with you guys. I probably should create content that's a little bit more geared to exactly what is going on. But I want to take all the necessary steps to make sure that these things can be done with minimal effort, with minimal work for you. And so we can answer these questions right now, and you can really determine if you need to head to Clean AI for the latest updates. This has a model generating 1080 HD videos for their professional mode, etc., etc. And it looks like this is another tool that lets you generate and create images and videos. These look like they're the good quality videos, right? But at the same time, is probably predicated on what version of this you have. It says you can sign up and get some free credits. So Clean AI is a video or image generation tool, of course, using the newest and latest AI language models. So if you guys are interested in that, I'll post a link in the comment section below. But for me, I don't think I'll be using this. They probably don't provide enough credits. But we'll go define that later on. What could be enough credits? So let's continue with the video.
That you need to install this locally on your computer, and here you can also see some of the examples. And to be honest, this is a complicated process and a lengthy process, and most of the users don't even have any high-end GPU. So I'm going to show you 3 free methods to use this tool online, and I also have the free Google Colab notebook for this tool that I'm going to show you later in the video. So the first option is going to be Hugging Face. So this is their Hugging Face, and this is the URL. You will also find this URL in the description below.
So remember that this is a video by Planet AI. Link will also be in the description for this video. And in there, they also have the links to the Huggy Face and the Replicate. I'm not going to put it in there because I think that would be definitely unfair. I want to keep my channel as ethical as I possibly can. So definitely giving them a subscribe, a like, and a basic shout out, because this information helps me as much as it helps you. This is what your portrait layout is going to look like initially from just typing it in, and as long as you have a Google account, you'll be okay. Secondarily, this is what the portrait version looks like in Replicate. Although I've never used Replicate before, this is the picture, and this is the video that came out. But we don't know what the source is, so that's funny. Replicate. I've seen Mr. Riley. Riley makes some stuff using Replicate, and their pricing model is as follows. You can pay for what you replicate. You're billed by the second when you don't run anything. It scales to zero, and you don't pay anything. So it's basically 36 cents per hour, depending on what you're running. When it comes to using, I guess, certain hardware, so regular CPU. If you want to use NVIDIA, if you want to use any of the NVIDIA models, which is really what has been working for prototypical AI currently. But if you can get it to run first, I would suggest using just CPU. Meaning that with Replicate, I think this is 100% money. You got to have that bread, that cheddar, that green, those diamonds, those golds, that the balloons, the Venti, the Prada, the Gucci, that Versace. You got to have that money. And so, yeah, I don't think I'll be using the Replicate version. So at least the Collab and the Hugging Face version is what's going to be for our most of the bulk of our users. Let's continue.
You just need to upload your source image, and then you need to upload your video. So here are a few examples. So we're gonna try this cartoon character, and from here I'm gonna use this video, right? And if I play this video, you can see there are a lot of different expressions that are really difficult to replicate. We're gonna try this one, so simply hit this animate button and this will start loading. Well, one more problem with the Hugging Face that sometimes because of the high traffic, you may end up with the errors. But till now, this space is working perfectly, so I didn't face any error like that. But because of the high traffic, you may face this error. Okay, so here is the output video, and look at that. This is so good. These are very difficult expressions and difficult movements, but still it's performing really good. And on the right side you can see they also gave us one more video where you can see the before and after. So this is the initial input image video, and you can see the before and after, and it replicated each and every expression with the eye movement, eyeball movements, each and everything so perfectly. So this was just a one example, and you can see we have few more videos that we're gonna try in our next.
I am curious. I almost missed it. I want to see if you can actually see teeth because I do. I mostly want to make talking characters.
And you can see we have few more
So
videos that each and every way you can see the before and after. And on the right side you can see they also give us one more video where you can see.
yeah, I do see the teeth. I do see the teeth. All right. So like I said, this new AI tool is going to be the basis for us, for you, for me, for we, for I, because if you're here's the thing, no matter what you do, although you may be creating faceless YouTube channels, we can't escape the fact that YouTube channels with faces in them do better, do the best. Okay, and I believe that we can take and make virtual avatars of ourselves, of loved ones, of family members, um, but most importantly, also possibly of companies, brands, people who want CEOs and CFOs, and let's say the CEO is an ugly guy. Okay, maybe, just maybe, he can still. Although I doubt CEOs are typically ugly, but let's say you can make an avatar for these companies, and you can make a room, a virtual room for these companies to do their videos from, and this AI is opening up a new wave that can exist for you and I if we just figure out the proper business model. But of course, we first have to devise it ourselves. So take and generate a face. Take and download a 3D model. Then take and upload your video of you talking about XYZ. Take that face, throw it through this live portrait, capture that video, plug it into your 3D model, have that face talking on that three-dimensional model, record that and render it out. Boom, you have an entire video, and you can the production quality can be extremely high depending on your CPU usage or depending on the tool that you're using. I typically use Blender, and depending on how long you're willing to wait for this video. You can also just take that though and now have your virtual avatar recorded on a green screen background, and then you can take and change up whatever is going on in the background using that. So this live AI tool, this live 3D model tool, this live portrait tool definitely can take your faceless YouTube channel from being faceless to having a gorgeous, beautiful face. And the kicker also is now you can be multiple individuals because you can take that same face and you can take and get something like Applio and create a voice or grab a voice from somewhere, merge voices together to create a new voice in a completely different gender, and now have this face that you've generated and this voice that you've generated actually say the words that you wanted to say. And my goodness, you can be running multiple faced animated AI YouTube channels and cranking out the video production like mad, like crazy, even bigger than what I'm generating right now. It can be professional and clean and precise, and all you have to do is put forth the effort. Speaking of which, if you guys want to see that, if you guys want to see that process, if you want to analyze how long it should actually take, let me know in the comment section below, and I will truthfully show you. No, not a bunch of jump cuts and a bunch of clips. We can actually go through it and see exactly how everything just flows together. Let's continue.
The initial input image, we can control the video frame rates, you can even adjust the size of it, and there are a couple of more options, like you can even control the lips movement and the eye movement. So in this one we have lot more options than the hugging face. So this is the default image, and to upload your own image you just have to click on this arrow and upload your image. So I'm going to use this Einstein image, and then we have the driving video option. So this is going to be your input video, so I'm going to use the default video, and if you want to change it you can again change this like your image and hit run button. So this is the output video, and there is some issue with the teeth because this is the smiling pose and our
So we can already see the issue. You're definitely going to want to remove mustaches. People have mustaches, or their mustache is entirely too long, like his. Einstein didn't keep his mustache the best, so that's going to mess it up. Einstein uncle has mustaches, so that's why it doesn't perform good. So we're gonna change this image, and let's change this. And look at it looks very real. It looks like a real video. So this was the second option. Now let's talk about its Google Colab notebook. Okay, so this is the Google Colab notebook. Again, the link will be in the description below. The first step, you have to click on this connect button, and this will be connected to your GPU. Or the other way, you can click on this runtime and just change the runtime and select the T for GPU. And by default this is selected, so I'm going to click save button, and once it's connected you can see this green arrow on the right side. Now you just have to click on this play button and click on run anyway. Now this will take some time to load all of the models, so it can take around 1 or 2 minutes, so see you after that. Okay, so if everything goes well, you will see this green check mark on the left side, and you can see it took around 57 seconds. Now before running the second cell, we need to upload our source files. So let's upload the image and also the video file. Okay, so once the files are uploaded, now you have to click on these three dots and click on the copy path. Now just replace this path with this part. You can see .jpeg, and now again click on this video file and again copy the path, and now this time we're gonna replace this with the video content. So you will be easily able to differentiate by seeing the ending extensions like MP4 and the JPEG. So once it's done, again click on this play button and just wait for the magic. Okay, so once it's done, you will again see this green check mark. Now to find your output video, you have to click on this live portrait and now select the animation folder. And from here you will find both of your video files, so you can easily download these files, and let's play the output video. And look at her facial expressions. It feels very real, right? These were just few examples. Now I don't know why people are saying it feels real. No, it doesn't look real. It looks squishy, as we know in the animation world. It looks akin to something like something Disney oriented or something like that. So it doesn't look real, but it's doing exactly what you want it to do. The question is, how real is it in the aspect of how well does it follow lips tracking? If you were to speak, if you were to say words, what does it do? How does it look?
So the possibilities are endless. I know people will also misuse this technology, but if you guys use this in a right way, it has a huge implication in terms of the AI filmmaking and AI video generation. So now you have three methods to use this online for free, and you don't need to install this on your local computer and need to upgrade to the GPU. So that's it from today. I hope you guys learned something new, and if you guys
Okay, now he did not show us how to install it onto the computer natively, so that's a slight annoyance to me. However, I do know that when it comes to these Google Colab spaces, they are typically free of charge and free relatively long. I have access to a multitude of collabs that I have used for a while, and actually those collabs specifically were geared towards voice generation. But now that I have Applio, I don't really need those collabs. Um, I think I also had one that is geared towards 3D model generation, but now that I'm using the image to text, they work relatively well. And now that I know more about Blender, I don't really need that that kind of tool, if you will. I no longer need the tool. You may need the tool, but I definitely don't need the tool. But we'll be definitely playing with this. If you guys once I have decided on a model, decided on a mascot for the channel, I'll be more than happy to provide you guys with what that's going to look like, what that's going to be, and I'll show you basically what is the potential, how this can really work. This gives me so many ideas for the way that I want certain models, certain characters to move, to run, and things of that nature. It says upload a source video, build Gradio locally. Windows users can click one. Oh my gosh, hold on, wait. It says this is official Windows package of live portrait, update image driven control, unzip the live Windows zip, run Windows bat for the human mode, or run Windows animal for the cat mode or the animal mode. Automatically fetch updates from the main repository. However, please note that this update is mandatory and will erase all local changes you have made. Proceed with caution. Update precise portrait controls for the human mode. And so where my zips at? Where the zips at? Where the zips at? Let's find the zips. Zippity doo dah. Oh, I think this is it. Yup, the GitHub. So you download the GitHub. See, he didn't show it, but I'm going to look because I'm curious. You know what I mean? So here's the hub. You go to the one-click installer. Whoop. Okay. We go to a download, I guess. Yeah, download the zip download. It should say live portrait dash Windows 2024 zip. Let's see, is that what it said? That's what it says, and then you unzip it and do the thing. Oh my goodness. Oh my. All right, I don't want to install it on this computer because um, this computer has enough files. It's getting too beefy. So I'm gonna put it on my other computer, which I am designing or programming or um, setting up in such a way that it has the bulk of my AI tools on it, and that way I can just run the channel or run certain processes from that video or from excuse me from that computer without having to stop what I'm doing on this computer. Like if I'm doing a video right now for you guys, I can still have the other computer processing data for previous videos and things of that nature. But man, oh man, what a time to be alive. We like to thank Planet AI, and my goodness, this is terrific. Here are all the links. Like I said, I'm going to leave them in their video. I'm going to leave a link to their video so you can head over there to grab this information. um, I'm going to leave a link to the video so you can watch the whole brunt of the video, just to be as amazed as I. And as you can see, I'm super late. This is July 13, 2024, and it's September right now. So I've been missing out for the entirety of the summer. And I mean, I didn't know that this man. So that means that the update when I download it is going to be even better. Oh man. So I can't wait to show you how to really utilize this. I'm hoping that it works for you as well as it will for me. And if you are new to the channel, I'd like to thank you for subscribing. And if you are a returning visitor, I definitely appreciate you liking the video. With all that being said, this has been a channel providing a word, a note to you, a note to shelf, where we typically use AI tools in order to facilitate the creation of passive income and cash flow. I'm your host, Sean Poindexter, hoping that you figure out the right way to use Live Portrait today. But again, if you need any assistance, use our comment section below, and we'll be more than happy to tell you and show you how it's done. With all that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.